Oh, hello, hello. Welcome back to another stream. We are continuing our Panda Potion Master. We've got a lot done. We're working on the hands today. Maybe the head. Who knows? We'll see where we get to. This is where we're at. Focus camera. Let's get some... Show the people what they want. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. It's looking good. Yeah, today we're going to be continuing that. Yesterday we made a book for our panda to hold, and we also made a flower for our panda to hold. Reference picture is going to be at the top left of the screen, just so you can see what we're working towards. So we got to get a little bit more done. We have gotten a lot done these past, I think, 6 streams, so we're doing all right. We're doing okay. I also sculpted his bracelet yesterday. Just a bunch of little tiny orbs of clay. Made those. So today, we're going to get working on the hands. I hope everybody's doing okay. Give it a couple minutes. Maybe one before we start. Got a crack our sculpting juice. This is Spindrift Lemon. Delicious. Best soda water out there. I'm gonna say that every time until I find a better one. Some good stuff. All right, let's get working on some hands. Yesterday, we made just some bases, like just like an area to put his hands. Let's adjust this a little bit. Oh my good heavens. That's better. So, today we're just gonna get some fingers made. I have a different way of sculpting hands, but we're trying out this method for this sculpture, and we'll see how it goes. So let me also pull up my reference picture, because the reference picture on my screen is a little too small. All right, let's get going. Let's get sculpting. Some good vibes, good music. We'll be doing some fun sculpting today, guys. Hands are always difficult, I have found. How are his hands? Once we get the flower in there, I think it'll help. Let's get some fingers on there first and see, because I kind of want to have him to have some stubby little fingers. So I'll exaggerate the knuckles a little bit. Very exaggerated hands, just so they're aesthetic and they look good. Just pop this finger off and adjust it just a little bit. Just the fingertip a little bit. No fingernails. Not on a panda. I was gonna give him claws, but we're gonna avoid the claws, I think. Just because I think it'd be a bit too much. A bit too much, in my opinion. You know, the past I do need to, I probably should go back and rewatch these streams just to make sure it sounds okay. I'm gonna tone it down. Tone the voice down just a smidge. I really haven't gone back and watched them. And once I'm done, gotta get on with the rest of my day, you know? Got other things I gotta do. Gotta take my dog out, I gotta cook dinner. And that's usually about it. And then I go to bed. And it's always the pinky. Gives me the most trouble. Is it always? No. I'm just saying things. Looks like Wolverine. I'm gonna have to trim down the inside of this a bit. Once we get the thumb on that, oh, actually looks pretty nice. Wow. I'm very good at my job. Adjust the camera. Yeah, I don't know if I said it. I'm gonna double say it again. I think I have said it every stream, but I'm currently working on my newest video. To say YouTube video, but we're on YouTube, so feels a little redundant saying that. Its thumb would technically be on this side. Let's pause the recording for a second so I can adjust. I don't like keeping my clips short. I want to get his hand looking good. I'm gonna take my time on the hand because that's one of the main focuses on our sculpture is the hand. The hand. I would like to rewatch Seinfeld. I watched it forever ago. Many moons ago I watched it. I haven't watched it in a very long time. There's a guy on TikTok that I see. He's doing a thing where he is doing skits, I guess. It is Panda time again. Welcome back, Dr. Space Monkey. It is indeed Panda. The pandemonium ensues. I did finally make a thumbnail for my video, for my lives. They're all the same, but it's better than the YouTube generated thumbnail. Adds a bit of spice to it. And David, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. We are currently working on making a Panda Potion Master. And it's going great. The reference picture we got is top left. And this is what we got so far. We'll do another recap. If it'll focus. It's looking good. Hands are a little long, but it's fine. Me, you know, I do love Seinfeld. But again, it's been a very, very long time since I've watched it. I also have my laundry going on in the background, so I don't think you can hear it. But if for whatever reason you can, you let me know. It's going like a wubba dubba lubba dub. Fingers, they are looking pretty good. They are looking pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy indeed. And last night, again, baked my book. And I baked the flour. So we're good to go with those. I'm excited to, we're moving and grooving. Moving and grooving for sure. Get his thumb right. All right. Gotta get that B-roll. And my reference picture up here. How's the thumb look? I'm looking at my reference picture where I could also be looking at my hand. Just be like, that's what the thumb looks like. Wow, I feel like I placed that thumb perfectly. First try thumb placement. No F's in the chat for that thumb. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Oh yeah, no, it looks fine. Maybe a smidge over. How would I be? Because I'm trying to make it look like he's holding the rose. Let's pop the rose in there. Let's see what happens. See, this is, I'm getting my hands all up on his bod. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now that looks good. I need to douse that thing in some liquid clay. I've done that before. Put it in his hand. I definitely need to order some more liquid clay. I am, you know, when you have the last little bit of toothpaste and you're squeezing it out. That's what's going on here. Let's get a dollop of that real quick. I feel like we're good there. And let's adjust this real quick. I got the shot where it looked fine, so we'll be good to go with that. I'm not too worried. Put a little bit of liquid clay on this bad boy, so that something to grab onto. It's not gonna go anywhere. When I bake it, it is there. Push his hand. Oh, that's good. Oh, he's got to adjust his hand. Honestly, I'm probably gonna add a little fur onto his hand, so I'm not gonna be too worried about details. These hands are going quick, man. That was crazy. I was expecting it to be taking a minute, but here we are. First hand basically done. Let's do the fur. Let's do the fur on this bad boy. Swapping tools. Reload. Where's my tool? There's me for a tool. Oh, bopped it. Using this guy. I adjusted the camera. I adjusted the light. Scoot it back a bit. There we go. That's a good spot. Adding some fur. Doing some fur. Let's also hide some of the details, or lack thereof. You know, I'm a little... I have actually not been watching anything for the Halloween season. I'm rewatching Vampire Diaries, if that counts. It has vampires in it. I want his hands there. That's a little better. Because I want some of the flower to be seen. I'm not real happy with it. The lack of flower being shown. It does. I could be doing more for getting ready for... My house is decorated. So that counts, I guess. That looks better. Okay. Back to fur time. I watched, because I do want to rewatch Over the Garden Wall at some point. I do love that. I do enjoy... What's that one? I watched it for the first time last year. It's with the Sanders sisters. I'm drawing a blank. But I watched that for the first time. Last year. 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I think? Saw the second one. I don't remember. Who knows? If someone could remind me what that is called. But yeah. We're watching those. I need to watch those. I haven't been watching. Yeah, because that's usually my go-to. Like, sit down, eat dinner. Vampire Diaries. Hocus Pocus. Good lord. Thank you. I have to stop the stream and you go look it up. Very gentle with this fur. Yeah, that's been the extent of my getting ready. The biggest part was decorating. The place looks spooky. So every time I walk in my house, it is very spooky. But I'm not a big, surprisingly enough, I'm not a big horror movie fan. I don't like horror movies, unfortunately. Haven't been any haunted houses. A friend of mine is doing a haunted house Halloween weekend I might go to. So that'll be fun. Oh, that's cool. I did not know they were doing that. What kind of movies have they've been playing? Just like classic spooky movies? That's really cool. Yeah, I don't. My schedule's usually pretty packed with work, and then immediately get home and eat something, and then hop on here, and then chores, and then that's it. Weekends are pretty packed with family stuff. Horizon. Yeah, I've been to a couple haunted houses. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, man. Oh, it's 6 minutes. I'm gonna go hair just a little bit further down. Then we'll add his bracelet on. That's fun. That's really cool. I don't know. I might have to check that out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I do want to see. I know I'm gonna butcher the name, absolutely butcher it. I know it. Guillermo del Toro is doing a Frankenstein, and I love everything that he puts out because I love his style. So I will definitely be watching that. That is one spooky movie I do want to. That's probably not spooky, but might be a little spooky. Coraline would be a good Halloween movie. Last year, I did watch Paranorman. That one's a good one. That's a good spooky, fun Halloween movie. If you haven't seen that one is by the same people that did Coraline. Lakia Films. Lakia Studios. I'm probably butchering that as well. That's a good one. I think we're going to add a little bit more fur detail. So I probably don't need to go this far down, but and keep just get it going a little bit. I need a bit more B-roll, and then we'll move on to the next hand. I am also, I guess there is a horror game that just came out. It's the Silent Hill F. I'm watching somebody play through that, so I guess that also counts as spooky. I do want to watch that Nosferatu movie that came out as well. That looks good. I think did that come out last year? That's wild. Alright. I like the look of that. I like the look of that hand. Good looking hand. Before we continue, okay, we do need to do his bracelet. I don't know if I said that, but bracelet needs to happen. Alright, let's clear space. Silent Hill, very spooky, yes. So, I guess that counts. I guess we can say that counts. I have some different size tweezers I might use because it's a bit too sharp. I don't know how these are going to work. Those might be fine. Those might be fine. Dunk them in. Dunk the donuts. That's what I've heard, so I do want to add that to the list. I don't know if 10 is gonna be enough. I'm looking at it. I think I made. I might have to make some more of these bad boys. Or just sculpt them and stick them on, and hopefully they don't flatten out. We might not have enough of these balls. That's crazy talk. I might have to bake some tonight and do that. I also can check to see if I have any in my junk drawer. Here I was. And I also dropped 2 in my carpet, so they are gone forever. They don't exist anymore. And I dropped them And then right before I started doing this, I vacuumed. So, because I was like, I'm not going to find these. I could go dig through my trash, but I'm not going to do that. That would be insane in the membrane. Alright, we need to think of a backstory for this guy. I have not done any backstory forethought. Let's get a name. Need about 4 more, but I think it looks good. Nice little addition. Good. Alright. Francisco. I don't know, Jermaine. That seems too plain. I'm awful at thinking of names. I usually just go to a random name generator. And use that for a name, because I'm awful. That's like the one thing I'm bad at. Well, I'm bad at many things. One of them is thinking of names. The dog's getting frustrated. Alright, I need a book. Let's see. Yeah, hold the book. I'll grab my sketchbook. It's right here. And there's some shrimp. Percy Panda. I like Percival. How does one hold a book? Thumb in. If I just have these fingers. Well, something like that. Percival the Panda. I like Percival, you know. Might be good. Might be good. Might have just done a one and done. Looks like a Percival. Let's get going on these other fingers. Percy the Panda. Percy the Potion Master. Percival the Potion Master. Professor Percival. Potion Master Extraordinaire. Giving us the finger. Bomb. So Percival the Potion Master. I like it. Bit too long. Bit too long on the finger right there. It does have a good ring to it. Professor Percival, the Potion Master. Yeah. I think we gotta. Keep sticking my hand in the frickin' liquid clay. Gentleman Panda with attitude, yes. Yes, indeed. See how those fingies look. Let's do some smoothing. Do some smoothing. Where's my tool at, mate? There it is. Spooter. There's a spooter on my desk. Keeping my eye out on you, Spooter. At work today, there's a giant wolf spider. It had an egg sac. And everybody was terrified of it. And then it ran away. So it was somewhere at work. Big old bolt. Like this big. Giant wolf spider. I think it was a wolf spider. Oh, lost my visual on my spider on my desk. So there's that. That's fun. Just trimming. Alright, let's see how that goes. Hey, just cut my thumb. I do need to swap this blade out. I have blades somewhere, but they are MIA. Maybe a bit more upturned. A little more stability, but that's okay. Yeah, I am honestly nervous to start sculpting his head. Everything else has turned out good, so I don't know why his head is going to turn out bad. But it'll be fine. It'll just be a headless sculpture forever. Oh, that looks rough. That looks real rough. It looks like salad fingers. I don't know if you remember that one. It's got salad fingers. Those fingers. It's always the head. It is always the head. It's always the flipping head name. Might need to do some knuckles. Just distinguish a little bit from the wrist and the fingers. The other hand doesn't have knuckles, but these ones might need them. Need some help. I need a smaller. Blending the knuckles in is always a pain. Because he had definition in his fingers, but then I started moving them around. We kind of lost them. I started watching another artist talk about drawing hands. He's saying to really exaggerate the knuckles and like the movement of each joint. We'll get there one day. But he's a bear, so it's okay. But I also want good hands. Any hands, people? Hands in the kitchen. I think that looks good. Let's get that book in there. Let's get a thumb made real quick. Douse that book in some liquid clay. And then get it going. What the heck, man? How has it been almost 45 minutes? That's rude. Honestly, quite rude. Water? Oh, I have a little bit more water. Excellent. My thirst is satiated. I am hydrated and ready to sculpt. It's always when I'm don't have a drink that I'm very thirsty, but I have a drink. I'm okay. Just trying to smooth out his knuckles a little bit before we continue. I know he will have hair, but it will help me just to have it good. His former occupation before research was a Sears Panda log hand model. Absolutely. It's funny, Panda log. So would a catalog be for cats then? Dogalog for dogs. A logalog would be for beavers, because they like to eat logs. That's enough. That's enough there. That's enough goofing. I think I'm gonna do his fur. Oh, bumped you. Before I put the book in, because it was easier. I feel like it's gonna be easier to do the fur now than to wait. Also need to upload this week's videos onto my computer. Yeah, this way I'm not worried about messing up. Back at my dog. Hi, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Oh. He knows the time is coming soon. He has a very good internal clock. I feel like my first stream that I did felt like 10,000 years. Like I got so much done. And now the logic does check out. But now I'm like, it's flying by. I need to slow down a bit. Like, I would like to continue sculpting, but this is my allotted time. I need to adjust this real quick. Forgive me, peeps. New angle. He really is. He has quite the strict routine. Sorry, putting my arm in your face. Yeah, I feel like casually killing 6 hours does not happen. Just casually having a free 6 hours, that's crazy talk. Good about that. Back there. I was about to grab my soda water instead of my isopropyl alcohol. Just would have been rushing it with some bubbly water. Bubble water brushing, you know? You know the old saying? Brush it with bubble water, call it good. Get out of there. That's what my grandpappy used to say. Brush it with bubble water. You're fine. New song. I feel like during like Christmas time, there's some good This is some good lo-fi Christmas tunes, you know, at the beginning of the season. I'm like, is there Halloween lo-fi? I know Lo-Fi Girl does have a Halloween channel up right now. Gotta brush the bubbles water. Absolutely. Back of the book. This way. Alright. Just the camera, just the lighting. Sorry, peeps. Let's be back there. Really hope this stays on during baking. Thumb, stay. That thumb's not on there. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly the channel you're talking about. That one is always on repeat here as well. That's crazy. Like it is pretty chill. But the one thing that gets me is all the art is AI. That's the one thing that really grinds my gears about that one. Every time it's on, I'm like, ah, the AI slop is on. But it's catchy. Maybe it's not AI, but it looks pretty AI to me. But it is. It's pretty chill. It is a good vibe. That finger looks broken right there. I think that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Fingers look a little funky, but I'm not gonna mess with them too much. Let's see if we can't just make a couple little balls and stick them on there, because I don't want to have to bake literally 4 little balls and then bake him. I just want to get him baked. I'm so nervous to bake him. Not this one. I need a different tool. The pumpkin faces are jacked up. There's one where the birds are flying crazy. Yeah, I know. I do the same thing when I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. Look at the... And it's funny because there's a cat on there. And sometimes the cat is normal size, and sometimes that cat is extremely small. Like, that cat is way too small. Oh my god, I'm about to scream, dude. Not really. Listen, sometimes my clay tool, it will stick to it without liquid clay. And now it's just going crazy. No, stick to the clay. Not my tool. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Are you seeing this? There we go. Good. They are very poorly abstract. Yes. Yeah, that's really funny. And then the music repeats. I have found the loop in a couple of them, like the springtime ones. Oh, dropped it. Dropped the ball. The cat is a shapeshifter. All right, let's go. Rocking and rolling. Do a couple bit of smoothing. That was very close up. Boy's getting mad. He's huffing and puffing. Let me just adjust this real quick. You can take a peep at him. Where's he? This is what he does. Alright. But he's a very good boy. This was my... It does pass the eye test. Alright. I think that's where we're going to finish off today. I think that's where we're going to finish off. Body's done. This body's ready to be baked. It's ready to be baked. He's going in the oven. And tomorrow, overcoat. Overcoat. Get excited. Get ready. We get to do the overcoat. Wow. Good work. Good work, team. I'm glad we got the hands done. I'm glad I baked the book and the... That is a good boy. Hold on. I'm about to sneeze. We got some good stuff done today. Hands are done. Bracelets done. He is the cutest dog that has ever walked this planet. So. good work today. Let's finish here, and then tomorrow we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, go check out my other videos. I got other ones besides the live. They're fun. They're different. The overcoat is back. Yes. All right, peeps. I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.